Hey guys. So, with the recent events and stuff that's been happening in American news, and if you are in the US, you know what the hell I'm talking about. I wanted to do just a quick spot check, just like what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? And also get an idea of how long is this fuckery going to be going on. So, if you're with the shit, you don't need to be here. Everybody has a right to look at the content, and you don't need to be here. If you support Trump, you don't need to be here. You can go ahead and unsubscribe. If you support this ICE regime, you can, Gestapos or whatever, you can go ahead and unsubscribe from my channel because I do not agree with any of this that's going on. And I wanted to do just like a spot check. Okay. We're going to do like, what the fuck? Okay. So bear with me. It's on the spot. So just bear with me. All right. Let's see. What do I want to know first? I want to know what's going to put this what's going to put this stop to this shit. Who and what will be stopping Trump? Who and what will be stopping Trump's regime? Page of Pentacles. Who and what will be stopping? All right, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Tower. And we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. Right here, I'm going to say that it's going to be ground, it's going to be the people. It's going to be the grounded people who are aware of the treachery, aware of what's going on. It's going to be certain people that have brought themselves to the front of social media to show the unjust behavior that's going on. Possibly people like in the Senate and Congress and all of that. The Page of Pentacles is a younger energy. It's a younger energy. It's not the king. It's not a knight, and it's not a king. So it's going to be the people. It's going to be the young people. It's going to be the college folks. It's going to be where it cannot be denied, right? Where innocence is there, where there cannot be any argument in the facts, right? It's going to be clear. It's going to be like this event that happened, on January 7th, where that poor woman was murdered. They can pretend that we didn't see what we saw, right? But there's plenty of footage for it. And it's going to be those passionate people that go forward, that go to the streets, that go and protest, that go show what has happened. And I love that this is like a fierce panther mask that this person has, that is like ready to fight, ready to, double down on exactly what they're saying. Double down on the message, right? The next one we have is the Ace of Pentacles. And for the aces, for me, the aces are the ultimate, idea of whatever the suit is. So for Pentacles is earth energy. It's going to be more than just one. When you see all these little golden, they look like stones, but they also look like coins that have not been minted. So like pure gold or pure some kind of metal. And then you have these little fairy wings that are so delicate on these feet. It's almost like all of the truth is going to fall apart. All the truth is going to come down like rain. All the truth is going to be so abundant that nobody can just deny. You can't just be a Republican and say this shit is a lie. Like there will be no denying. It's going to be profuse. It's going to be profuse. And coming from those two energies, you're going to be walking into this Tower energy. And the Tower for me has always been a card of like breaking down social norms, breaking down people's concept of reality, breaking down anything that you would think that you thought was secure or that was, could not break is going to break. And that this comes from, I feel like, on people who are Trump supporters, their idea of what they thought they were buying into is going to be breaking down, and people are going to be, yeah, and this isn't a reference to 9/11 or anything, but this is the way this card actually usually is depicted by a tower and people actually jumping off the tower. Lightning hitting the tower. Here it seems like a very futuristic kind of picture there, but it's not. It is definitely usually depicted with the tower and people flying off. Um, they're gonna be flying off like, "This is a hot fucking mess. I don't want anything to do with this." Back in the day when there were more than one party or even, no matter how stagnant and power hungry our government has been in the past, there had been lines that were not crossed, right? There were lines about humanity that were not crossed, um, at certain points. Sometimes they were crossed, but not in the profuse way that it is now. And I think that there's going to be a realization happening here. And then the next card that we have is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a card about fast moving passion. There's going to be a huge shift in what people believe and see with this regime. They're going to start understanding that, oh no, actually, it's not us against them anymore. It's not us against the immigrants. It's not us against the people who are just wanting welfare, because we all know the statistics behind that. And if you don't, you should look it up. No, actually, it's about humanity against people who just want power hungry people. That's what it is. That's the divide. It's no longer about all of the minutia of splitting hairs in politics anymore. This is about being a human and having compassion and empathy, or not having compassion and empathy, period. And that education, that a message, that wave of passion is going to come fast and hard. Okay? All right, let's see what else we got going on. What's coming next? After this passion, what's coming next for the Trump administration, or Trump regime? Tell me. What will be happening here? What will be happening here? Okay. We have Oh, fuck yeah. All right. So we're going to have some people standing up. We're going to be having some people with power standing up against Trump. The Nine of Pentacles usually is depicted by, a woman who is single, who has all of the money behind her in order to be as luxurious as she possibly can. Single, ready to mingle, does not have any partner in her life. So there could be somebody that's coming in to provoke this. One person that comes to mind is Jasmine Crockett, somebody who is so skilled and educated that nobody can hold a candle to her. Another one is AOC, somebody who, again, who alone has a candle that cannot be extinguished, that cannot be argued, that the education and experience and insight and wisdom cannot be argued. That will provoke two kings to come forward. We have the King of Pentacles that's going to come forward. This is going to be a grounded king. This is a king who is firmly established in wherever he currently resides. So it could be a senator, it could be a governor, it could be a mayor, it could be somebody in high standing. This is not just somebody who is a regular citizen. This is somebody that has some power behind their name, or just well known, but well known to be somebody that does not pull a trigger just because a gun is in their hand, right? This is somebody who is wise about their words and wise about what they do with their words. This is a steady, secure person, but powerful, cannot be ignored, okay? The next king that's going to be coming is a king of cups. This person here is going to be somebody that is a king that is not just all the things that I just explained about the prior king, the king of pentacles. This king is also very established, also very powerful, also very known for his emotion and empathy. This is going to be somebody that perhaps has been a key speaker somewhere, or is, like I said, a senator or governor or something like that, but has shown emotion, has shown, maybe has delivered a speech where he did tear up, he or she, right? I mean, king can doesn't have to be. This is masculine energy, so this is um, leadership energy. It does not need to be. It's not a gender situation. Just so you know, if you're new to tarot, when I say king or queen or male or female, it is just about the energy. Um, but this king is a king that is not. He's very well in control of his emotions. He is able to be very discerning about his emotions. He does not let these emotions be out of control, and he does not show these emotions unless it is to add highlight to whatever passion he's speaking about. All right. So these two people in conjunction are going to be the ones to extinguish this regime, in the sense that they're going to be bringing a wave of transformation as far as the power play. Right now, the power play is doing this, right? Tit for tat. You have the regime doing this. Don't look at the Epstein files. Look, we're going to start a war. Look, we're doing this. Look, we're doing that. Oh, look. Oh, this happened. That happened. Oh, let's not pay attention to the Epstein files. Uh-oh, let's not do that. And then you have people rising up once in a while, right? Uh, like the new mayor of New York, and people that are speaking without restraint about how they feel about this regime, right? Um, Making their rounds on social media, right? Impacting people, showing people um, clearly, you know, what we're looking at here. Okay. That's going to bring about abundance. And when I think about the Ten of Pentacles and the context of what we're talking about, it is about, you know, I feel like the people represent the pentacles here. I think the people represent the people that are grounded about what the United States what should be, right? We are in a situation where we get to actually, you know, decide from here on out where what kind of United States we're going to be. Okay. When you have someone that's peeled back the skin to the point of expiration, where we're peeled back the skin to the point of injury, to our Constitution, to what we stand for, to what the United States ever was supposed to be. We have somebody that has peeled it back to the point of the whole epidermis is gone. Now we're third degree burn now. Third degree burns into whatever is left of what our Constitution is. These people had no lines, no hard stops. They don't care as long as because it's a cult, right? And the pentacles remind me of the people that are grounded. We're the people that are grounded about seeing things exactly the way they are and seeing things for what they are. The actual truth, the grounded truth, is going to seep through the cloth, so to speak. Like when you think of ink seeping through cloth, seeping through that um, paper that is not dense, that loose put together paper that sucks ink right through to the bottom. It's going to be people that are going to simmer up through the water and condense and be powerful with the Ten of Pentacles here. All right. So it's going to be the people. It's going to be the people, and it's going to be leaders that are going to shine through, that are going to have to be this counter wave against what Trump is trying to do right now. All right. Last question here. Give me more specifics on who, how, and when this will end. More specifics on who, how, and end, how it will end. Who and how it will end. Ay. Okay. We got a lot of cards here, so let's see what we got. All right. One thing that we're going to start seeing is we're going to start seeing the Trump regime breakdown. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's going to be chaos, which I think we're already in this energy right now. Chaos. Nobody knows what the fucking other hand is doing. Patel doesn't know what the fuck Christie's doing. Everybody is just trying to save themselves or trying to save face in general. We're going to start seeing holes in this front that they're trying to portray. They're going to try to put forth illusions. We have the moon card. They're going to try to fool us. They're going to try to act as though we don't see what we see with our own eyes. We are at the most highest point of technology right now. Like, it's pretty clear. Oh, sorry, that's my dog. It's pretty clear. I mean, most people can distinguish between what AI is and what AI isn't. We know what we're seeing with our eyes, and there's going to be gaslighting, disorganization, and gaslighting. I think we're at that point right now. So then, coming next, we're going to have a Knight of Swords. So there's going to be, again, this matches a lot of what's going on online. We're going to be seeing a lot of truths coming through. We're going to see those videos that are speaking the truth. We're going to see the independent journalists coming through and telling the truth. Independent journalism is where we should get information. We shouldn't be going to any of these big networks. They're all owned by other people, by big conglomerates of people that just want to have the power and want to have the say and want to sway opinion and want ratings. Where right now what we need is raw truth. And that's where that independent journalism is coming through with the Knight of Swords. Okay? Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is interesting because the Six of Swords is a card about, usually it's depicted with somebody in a boat and they're going to better shores, better waters, but they're taking their swords with them. And it seems like we're going to have to move forward, even though there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of things that have not been resolved. So there's going to be people that are not in jail yet. There's going to be, indictments that have not happened yet, impeachments that have not happened yet, but we're going to have to continue to strive and move forward to justice for humanity. All right. We're going to have to forge that way to better waters. It's not going to be perfect with the bow. He's not going to be impeached by the time the momentum that we need to see that momentum happening before this impeachment happens, before the downfall happens, right? We're not waiting for that to happen. We can't wait for that to happen first to take action or to support, removing him from office. Six of Pentacles is the next card. This is about benevolence. This is about compassion and benevolence. We have to remember that we are human and that we have to love each other. Love is a powerful, powerful, powerful energy. And people like to mock it. People like to, put their own spin on what they think love is. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to what feels good to a human soul, is compassion, love, and empathy. And this is what we're going to have for each other. That means that when MAGA people start realizing that things are not as what they thought they were, and they start realizing they're wrong, that we're going to have to see them for who they are, that they made a mistake, and have empathy. It was a grave mistake, don't get me wrong, a grave mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. And for those that see their mistake, I always have respect for people that are able to see their error and own up to it, versus the people who hide and mask and stay behind MAGA because they're afraid of admitting wrong. Those are the worst cowards. Sure, if you voted for MAGA, but you realize you're wrong, you were wrong from the beginning, own up to it. We need to see that more of that on social media. Own up to it. You know, choose humanity, choose love. That's what Jesus would do, right? Not to bring religion in here, but MAGA already did that to cause a divide in the States. So why not, right? Okay, so benevolence, kindness. Okay, so we've got some feminine energy coming in here. We have the Queen of Cups. There's going to be some feminine energy coming in, and we have counterparts here. We have the King of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups. So there's going to be a couple, two people that are counterparts that are going to be coming forward to really drive this home for all of us. And I'm not sure that we might not even know who these people are yet. All right. But they're going to be part of this show as far as ending this regime. And lastly, we have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. Waves of people crying in gratitude because he's no longer going to be in power. And we're going to see the sun. We're going to see the light, the sun come through those dark, gray, nasty clouds. We're going to see the work and the anguish and all of the justice that has been needed to happen is going to be coming forward. And we're going to get out of this. It is the biggest lesson that the United States has ever gone through. And I think it's going to change the United States. The United States is not going to be the same after this. All right. So I'm going to leave it there. We'll take it as it comes. And that is your snapshot for the stupid situation that we're in right now with Trump. And if I feel compelled to do another, I will. But I wish you all the best, and I'll see you until next time.